third episode of the Dream Big Holiday Showcase, Toys for Tots fundraiser. I have a very nice host of guests. If you participate in the world of women's tackle football, you should be very excited today. But I will allow my guests to introduce themselves and then we'll just dive right into some details. I have Amber, Gina, and Kristen with me. Amber, if you could please start us with a fine introduction.
What's up, guys? My name's Amber Kraft. I wear number 40 typically. I'm a linebacker, middle or outside. Doesn't matter. Originally from Boston, Massachusetts, and I live in Denver now.
Gina?
Bravo. Well, I'll just go ahead and jump in. My name is Kristen London, better known as Hundo. I am from Virginia by way of Atlanta. I wear the numbers 0, 1, and 2. Position is so technically, you know what I'm saying. Like you could probably put me anywhere, but just make sure you put me in the game. And yeah, I'm just here, and just thank you for having me, Jasmine. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Hey everyone, I'm Gina Mondragon. I wear number 26. I was born and raised in Utah. I'm still out here, and I play running back.
Well, thank you for that. And just to let the audience know, they're only skimming the surface a little bit, okay? Because we have all three of these athletes that you see right here are gold medalists. And so, what's really exciting, I really hope that a young lady sees this. And they may not even be aware, that they could be a gold medalist in tackle football. So, I am very honored to share this time with all of you today. So, before we start into the questions, just a little bit of house information. This is a fundraiser, a Toys for Tots fundraiser. Ian has been doing a great job. If y'all could give him a little clap for me, planning this event year after year. By Dream Big Athletics, the event is November 16th in Las Vegas at Canyon Springs High School. This year, we've actually expanded out to 2 games because there's so many participants. So there will be a kickoff at 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. Ian, please go ahead and drop that information in the comments for us. So let's just open it up with some general questions. So, I mean, I know for Kristen, this is your debut. So what brought you over to this event?
What brought me over? So I think Ian probably hit me up about like 4 or 5 years ago, and just for whatever reason, I couldn't attend, and
Mhm.
so this my time is kind of freed up now, and I'm like, you know what? I think I want to give Vegas a try. I definitely just want to be a part of this phenomenal event. Donate some toys to them babies. Everybody know Hundo love the kids, and maybe be on them penny slots and be a millionaire, please. I'm just trying to keep it into an existence. So yeah.
Now, that's one of the great parts. I'm glad you brought that up about the donation. So, to get into the game, you either can donate a toy or 2 or 3, or there's only a $5 donation that's required to come see some gold medalists ball out. Who doesn't want to be a part of that? So, now for the rest of you, this is an event that you've been a part of. What brought you back yet another year?
So for me personally, I had a great time last year. It's a game that I look forward to every year because it's kind of like an all-star game. You just get to run around, have a lot of fun. There's a lot of talent out there. And you get to cross paths with people that you don't normally see. So, all the leagues come together and everyone's just kind of playing football. So it's really for the love of the game instead of, it is competitive, but afterwards there's a lot of fangirling and there's a lot of fun. So that's always fun. And then it's also just a great event. Like, people are coming out to donate toys and there's a big celebration afterwards. So it's totally worth the travel.
Gina, what about you?
Yeah, I agree with Amber on all of that, and it's just a great event. It's put together for a great cause. There's so many athletes out there, like it's just overwhelming with like the amount of talent this event brings out. So just being able to take the field with all these like amazing women like that you wouldn't normally play with. Like normally we're all kind of going against each other in this event. It's like we put all our talent together in different forms and we're like playing as one. So that's pretty fun. It's a way fun event. It's pretty successful every year. It just is a good time. It's something I look forward to every year as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I've just been made aware. I don't know where I've been. But yeah, so this is the ninth year that this event will happen. So, big ups to Ian. If you've not met
Yeah,
Ian,
for sure.
he's a very lovely person. And the more I work with him, the more I want to be involved. So, now, Gina, I do have a question for you because
Oh,
you have the opportunity to work with Coach Mike this upcoming season, Coach Mike from the KC Glory, and he has a running back experience. So, what kind of things do you think you'll gain working with a coach that has like a specific background as a running back?
I think it's going to be. I feel like every coach is like a little bit different. You could always take something positive from any coach, anyone who's wanting to teach you something. Like there's always something positive you can bring out of it. But having someone that like specializes in that, I'm excited. I'm excited to have that. Like to just to see. Like where I can improve, like what I can do to get better for this following season. Like you can always grow, you can always make improvements, and I'm excited to see kind of the way he coaches, what he sees I can work on, and just yeah, take his advice and just roll with it.
You know how I know you're a real baller because, Ian literally said in the notes, and I quote, team's most dynamic offensive weapon for years. That's how he described you. And you're still looking for an opportunity to grow and to learn. So I really love that. I love that you appreciate the game that way. Now,
Absolutely.
Amber, now this is something you may be able to tell Kristen, like as a first timer, what should first timers expect attending
A
this event?
virgin.
Um, yeah, so first time, I mean, it's fun. Just expect fun. And honestly, it's pretty well organized. Like, the coaches kind of give you a plan ahead of time. They get practice schedules set up. So don't be nervous whatsoever. I mean, I wouldn't expect you to be nervous, London, but
Good.
but
Thank you. Like
definitely,
really ever.
yeah, definitely don't stress. Just show up ready to have fun. Like it's pretty straightforward. And quite frankly, like anytime you get that many dominant players on the field, like we're just going to ball and we just have fun.
Absolutely.
Like
I
the
Yeah.
can't wait.
chemistry is crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait. Now with you, now I don't know because she referred to you as London, so I don't know if you prefer to be called Kristen or London. But
I mean, you can call me whatever you want. Honestly, it
let
doesn't
me let
matter.
me
You can
choose.
call
No,
me
I'm playing.
Kristen too, because you said Kristen a couple times. I was like, oh, okay, that's new. I can go with
Yeah,
Kristen. I can
yes.
go for Kristen.
So I'm gonna because Ian left some very positive comments for all of you. So um, I just want. So you're going to be playing wide receiver, but you played as a two-way player in your experience. So with two gold medals, like why this event? Like why is it so important to choose Toys for Tots?
Oh, well, really, I just kind of think that I'm at like the tail end of my career, and I really just want to make sure that I'm controlling my narrative, and just being a part of this event to be able to share a field with legends like the one the so the ones that I'm looking at, and then also just for the calls in general, like who wouldn't want to go out to that, and so I'm not sure where the future holds, but I do know that this is one football event that I am definitely anticipating, and I'm super excited about for real.
Okay. Now, I found the note that I was looking for initially. So Ian says, and I just want you to respond to this comment, however you want to
Ian
respond, okay?
says,
Ian
okay,
says, that
I
you are
got
one of
you.
the few elite players of this decade. What's your response to
Oh,
that?
you know what? Honestly, my mental probably hasn't really felt that that statement to be true. Yeah, I've been kind of going through some internal battles. So just to kind of hear it and just kind of have that validated and somebody to reassure that, it really means a lot to me actually. And thank you, Ian. I can't wait to meet you. But just to know, that that people are inspired, and you know what I'm saying, people believe in me out there. Like I really appreciate it. You feel me? And like that just continues just to bring the dog out for sure.
I like it. So, and I have to, because when I say, like, he sends over paragraphs of stats and
And
information.
sad what?
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So,
Yeah, that's
Gina, I
love.
want to come back to you because one of the more interesting, I guess, things or facts that I found out about you is that in 2023, you were awarded Female Professional Athlete of the Year by the Utah Sports Commission, by the governor. Um,
Yes.
what was that like? Tell us about that experience. And just
Um,
as how did it make you feel in general?
Okay, so at first, I actually got a message. It was on Instagram, and I was
Mhm.
like looking at it. I was reading it, and I was like, "This doesn't seem real. Like, it seems like fake." And I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just, I'll just kind of see like what's up with it." And so I like started looking into it, and I ended up responding back, and she said that I was like nominated, and I had to send like a bunch of like videos and all my stats. I had to send a bunch of stuff in, and then I had found out that was like a month prior that I don't know how many were nominated, but I ended up winning it. And so it was like this big event with all kinds of like professional athletes. There's all kinds of news reporters. There's like Olympians. It was super cool. It was exciting. I remember we first walked in. I took my sister. I'm a twin, so I took my twin sister as my
Oh,
plus one. And I remember we like walked in, and people were just coming up like talking to me, knew who we were, and she like full on started crying and was
Aw.
like I can't believe that like you've made your name for yourself like in this sport. Like she never it didn't
Yeah.
click until that point that like that I've made my way. Like I've worked really hard to like be successful in like what I do, and so that was like something I always remember. We always talk about it, and then it was a nice dinner. My whole family came, so she was with me
Nice.
like at the beginning, and then my whole family was able to come, and they called me up on stage, and it was cool. It was a super cool
Nice.
event.
And
Um,
I'd love to see some more photos if you want to send those over to me.
oh,
But
absolutely.
according to the stat lines, I'm sure it was very deserving. So, and then
Thank
because we have some questions that were submitted by some fans, so I want to get to those. But I have maybe one or two other questions for myself. So, um, and it's really just how do you become recognized as an athlete to even participate and possibly even become a U.S. gold medalist in tackle football? And I just, because I really hope that there are some young girls out there that are watching this. And so I want to really give the opportunity for them to really see how high they can achieve. And since all of you have participated there, um, tell us, what was that experience like? What was the process like? And like, how do you become that recognized to even be able to be considered to participate in something like that? And you don't all have to answer. If maybe one of you wants to answer,
yeah, I'm going
please.
to get at the 40. The phenomenal.
Yeah, sure. I'll take this one. So actually, I think a good point to make when I was able to be part of Team USA, I wasn't very well known. I think my teammates kind of knew who I was, but I had just finished my rookie season of playing, so you don't have to be a big name. You just have to be talented. And it really is kind of a level playing field. There was a tryout. I showed up. It was really cool. Actually, I was there with London. London talked me into going because I wasn't planning on going. And it was one of the best football experiences that I've ever had, actually. Just the environment, like so many people working so hard and really hustling, trying to put their best foot forward. It was really inspiring. So many coaches just having, like, there was so much knowledge just everywhere. Everywhere you turn, there was a coach that had a tidbit to tell you, a player who had advice, or somebody who could potentially be a mentor, things like that, fans, everything. So it was really just an inspiring moment. So for anybody that's watching, and especially the younger generations, just don't be afraid. Just try it. Like, if you see an opportunity where you can go try something new, it doesn't matter what your skill level was. At tryouts, there was all skill levels, and I would suggest that everybody go if it's feasible for themselves, whether or not they think they'll make the team, because again, the experience alone was everything.
Nice. Did anyone else want to address that question?
Well, just with anything, it's just going to be consistency. You definitely just want to make sure that it's authentic and you're operating in your most truest form. Uh, um, so like I said, like I've been playing football since I was 9 years old, and that's always been one of my like innate passions. And so when you're out there, you can't be that player that everybody's like dragging to get to the huddle, or
Yeah.
like, come on, show some pep. Like
Mhm.
that's just got to be in you, And so really just knowing where you belong, and going out there and showing up when it's time. That's definitely what I would tell to the younger girls coming up, especially because shoot, the Olympics, 2028, right?
Oh,
So like
yes.
that's just right around the corner. And so now this is all about the time of marketing and branding and really
Mhm.
becoming, what I'm saying, like your product, who you are, your identity. And
Of
so
course.
just being true to who you are, and just going to the
I
furthest
love it.
extent with it through consistency.
I love it so much. Okay, so let's get to some of these fan questions because I know it. We're all in different time zones right now, and so I really appreciate your time. I don't want to hold
What?
any of you too long.
It's the next day.
Go ahead. If you guys could all, where are you currently, just so we can let the audience know how large this event is, what kind of reach.
I'm in Denver, Colorado.
I'm a day ahead of y'all. I'm in Virginia, I believe, if it's 12.
Yeah, I'm in Utah.
Okay, so let's see. First question, we'll kind of randomly pick some of these. So, this one is for you, Kristen. Who is one QB you always loved or hated to play against?
Who is one QB that I've always loved or hated to play against? So, so I really probably say this quarterback all the time, Amanda, with DC.
Mm,
And I remember it was in 2017 when DC came to Atlanta to play us. That's whenever we went to DC, they really just humbled us. And so they finally came down to the A. And we had made a video. Well, I had made a video, of course, and they ended up just kind of mocking us. And so when they came down there, Amanda just picked me apart with Katrina, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" Like in front of everybody, like it was so humbling. But so yeah, that's always been a quarterback that I've loved to see perform.
mm.
And so I've had the opportunity to play against, and so I hate her too. You feel me? So. Uh, yeah, that'll be my answer.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So next question is for Amber. How has your approach to the sport changed since you've taken on more of an ownership role versus just a player? Um, and how can you motivate a roster as a player or owner to maximize Denver potential to reach a 9 cup appearance? So that's kind of
How
it's a
come?
multiple part. Sorry.
No.
If you want to just
Why did London get such an
answer
easy
that
question?
question. So if you want to just answer part of that, you're more than welcome to address it however you would like.
How about I tell y'all who my favorite quarterback is? That's sneaky. Um, no, so my approach to football, I think as an owner, I think naturally, like I excel at a leadership role. So even in football, like being a captain, being a leader on the field,
Mhm.
I feel like I kind of maximized everything I could do on the field and still wasn't getting the results that I wanted. So joining ownership was kind of like, all right, what else can we do? Like, there's more, like I have more to give. I want to keep pushing forward. So I really think that's the answer. Like just continuing to improve, continuing to inspire, continuing to motivate, be on the lookout. Like Denver's always kind of in the mix. So, um, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Who's to
Mhm.
say this isn't the year?
And I have to say,
Well,
the
technically,
league,
this
and
couldn't be the year. Next year could be the year.
Next year is, you know what? London is time for better.
Figuratively
oh my
speaking, if we
goodness.
want to be technical.
Okay,
Whatever.
so next question will be for Gina. Let's see, which one do I want to choose?
I hope you
Here
get
we
a
go.
long question, Jane.
This one's from Amanda. Which team has had the most challenging defense to play against throughout your career? I like that
Oof,
question. Yeah.
oof, that's a hard one. Um,
Denver, 2022 Denver.
I feel like I feel like women's football in general, every single year is a little bit different. Like the teams, women's football in general is growing. The teams are getting better every single year. This last season was rough on offense for me. So, that's a hard one. Denver does have a pretty good defense. Mamba has killed me this year. Um,
Yeah,
I think I was killed every single game this whole season. So
yeah.
everyone, I would say defense, but was solid this season for the WNFC. I think everyone had a pretty solid defense.
Hmm. Very competitive year indeed.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Now going back to you, this one's from primetime underscore 2 foe. So Kristen, so do you like to play on the offensive side or the defense side more? Which side of the ball do you like to play on better? I think you
Well,
probably like
so I
defense
started
better.
off on offense.
Mm.
I played defense the past like 4 or 5 years, and I've always thought that I was just kind of thrown on defense by default because the majority of girls that really actually like to thump is like slim to none. You know what I'm saying? And so like they were like, all right, let it go out there, like hit hard. So not to say that I don't love defense. I'm a very aggressive person. I love just getting my out. But shoot, I'm not gonna lie, like I got hands, and so I
Okay.
just feel like they just been
Yeah.
going the ways, and I'm just really just trying to catch it on somebody's head. So that's I don't know. Right now I'm gonna say offense for sure. And
All
I'm
right.
coming for you, fo. Like I already told you, and we ain't gonna say nothing else about it until
So
we in
this was a
Vegas.
direct
Hello.
plug. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was. It was.
Okay, so back to you, Gina. What is an ideal team culture in your opinion and describe the perfect teammate?
Ooh, that's a good one. I feel like a team culture. That's something that has been really well with the Falcons. Is our team culture has always been like really good. Everyone treats each other like family in and out of football. Like if someone's in help, there's been a couple of times like we've had um, players have surgeries or have injuries, and
Mm.
everyone sends out like a spreadsheet on like who can buy dinners throughout the weeks
How sweet.
for players. Yeah, we had a player whose car was stolen. Everyone pitched in on after they recovered it, like pitched in on like getting it fixed. So the culture, I feel like in women's football, is just like that family aspect, and that's something that I've always been drawn to. It's not even necessarily like the sport in itself, but it's the relationships you build. Some of my best friends are from football, so I think that's important. Is just like being a family
A good
outside of football,
family,
like having
yeah.
each other's back. So
I like that. So, and I'm just gonna do one more. Amber, after this, I'm gonna text all of the questions that you have because I'm just realizing all your questions are like 3 sentences long. So,
Yeah, actually, I want to know who sent that
That's
first.
your boss.
yes, I'll send all of you guys all the questions. So, because I don't think we'll have time to answer all of them. So, I'm looking for the one that may be the shortest. So, is there anyone that you enjoy playing with the most in the holiday showcase? Who and are they not teammates with you? Are they teammates with you on the Bandits or not? So, is there anyone out there like that you enjoy playing with at the holiday showcase?
Um, I feel like this is a setup, honestly. Who sent? Let me make sure I get this correct. Who sent that question in?
Let me see. I can put it
No,
on the screen
I'm kidding.
again.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
No, no, I'm kidding. Honestly, everyone. So like, I get to see my Bandits teammates all the time. But even like taking a season off and not playing with London, I can't wait to see London. Um, One of my old teammates in Denver, Alia, she's coming from Canada. She's playing this year. I typically get to see Gina like once a year if we play each other, but we didn't last year, so I'll get to see her. So honestly, everyone. It's pretty exciting. I love playing with new people too, just because you get to learn a lot and you kind of get a little bit more freedom of like just playing off of somebody else. And it doesn't have to be as strict. You kind of have an excuse to fly around and play a little reckless. So yeah, just about everyone, even like playing against people on the other team is super fun because it's people that you don't typically see. So
See, I like the, and you said it earlier, natural leadership skills. That was the answer of a leader. You dodged that a little bit, but we'll accept the answer, okay? um, So we're at the end because we're almost at that 30-minute mark that I promised. And I just want each one of you to answer this. It'll be a two-part question. So first, I want you to leave a message for the future generation of women tackle football players, professional, future gold medalists. You know what I mean? Go ahead and leave a message for them. And then also, because we didn't get spicy, all you were on the same team. So what message do you want to leave to your opponents before walking into November 16th in Vegas when y'all pull up? Yep.
Oh, who got that one first? That was a
I
lot.
already know.
That was we go one at a time. Yeah, all right. The message that I would leave the younger generation would be, for one, remember who you are and why you're doing it, and then for two, never forget your pioneers. It's almost like, so it's always important to obviously pay homage and to really recognize and appreciate where you've been and who's gotten you there. So that's just gonna be like a little extra fuel because you're not even like just making it for yourself. You're making it for other people before who paved the way. And then to your second question, uh, really contrary to one's belief, I'm just gonna go into this situation. I'm gonna go into Vegas with just not even saying nothing at all, and just pulling up on whoever is on the other side of the line with me, and just winning that battle. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay.
I
We'll
like
accept
it.
it. Yep.
Okay, I'll go. A message I would leave for younger generations, younger kids is um, like never give up. Like always chase your dreams, always chase your goals. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Tell you that you can't. And just stay focused. Know your purpose. Keep going. Keep pushing. You're gonna fail before before you succeed, and take that as like a learning experience and just keep going. And then to your second question on, well, wherever I end up, the 2025 season, whatever team I end up with, I hope everyone's ready. Like, I've been only with the Falcons. I've never ran a different offense. Like, I'm excited to see kind of where I end up, what's going to happen.
He tired of that triple option, y'all. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
I ain't mean throw that. He's sick of
I'm just here to
So
be
we'll see.
entertained, okay?
All
All
right,
right.
is it my turn?
I think so, Amber. I think we're on you. Mm.
All
Yeah.
right. So my message for future generations, really anything is possible. Like right now, we're watching this women's football explode. We're watching it kind of get built from the ground up, all the way to the point of flag football will now be in the Olympics. So, really anything is possible. If there's something that you want to do, and just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not possible. So just kind of go after what you want to do. And it doesn't have to be football. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. But if it does happen to be football, dig in, get dirty, and have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
I was gonna say, don't forget that second part now.
yeah. So my message to the green team, I mean, good luck. And also AZ, bro, what? You just hop in teams? That's crazy. But whatever. Whatever. Y'all know what happened last year. We're going to run it back. It's a wrap. We'll have fun.
Oh yeah.
Well, I look forward to it. And so, just as a reminder, the event will be November 16th in Vegas. Ian has dropped the information in the comments below. Um, Big shouts to Toys for Tots. Even if you can't make the event, please feel free to donate to them directly. And if you post about this event, I've really been challenging all the players to make sure you tag Toys for Tots, so that they could, better recognize the event. And so, what better place to be than in Las Vegas, November 16th, to watch the best, okay, the best women tackle football players in the world, because this is an international event. There will be representation from 4 different countries at this event, and so I'm really excited. Thank you so much for your time. I'm honored to sit with
Thank
each of
you.
you for this 30 minutes. And thank you, for being so
Appreciate it, Ian.
passionate about this sport. And you really make it fun. You make it easy for me. And I'm just happy to be here. And I'm ready to see some good football. So, with that being said, anything else?
So I got one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
If you could play, what team would you play on?
In this event
And
coming
what
up,
position would it be?
I always said I would
Yeah,
want to
what
be like a
position would
tight
it be?
end. I like the tight end position. I know for
Okay.
sure, like that's the type of position that I would
Okay.
want to play. Which team? I don't know. I don't want to do favoritism, but I got to cover Coach Rod a lot this
Okay.
last season. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but you know what? I did get to cover Kansas City as well. But since I'm in Seattle, I was able to rub elbows a little bit. So, maybe I would want to go against Coach Rod. You know what I mean? So I don't
Mm,
know, but I know for sure.
I got you.
I've
I
always
got you.
tight end is like my favorite position because I feel like there's no Brady without a Gronk. There's no, you know what I mean. There's no
Hello.
Patrick Mahomes without a Travis Kelsey. So I would
I
want to
feel
be
you.
that anchor. I want to be there. That's what position I would want to be. So I
So
appreciate
why
that
not
question.
then? Like if you
I
telling
mean,
us to maybe tell the youth something,
I may
then
have to
this is
try.
something that you
I may
said
have to try.
before, Jasmine. Like,
Really, I
so
want to
what's
do
up?
flag. I want to do flag. I just don't want to do flag with like an 18-year-old, my knees or
I
something. You
feel
know what
you.
I
I
mean?
feel that. I
So,
feel that.
but yeah, no, I
I
really
feel
have
that.
been considering like flag because it seems very enjoyable every time I cover it. So, but maybe this is my invite out. So I appreciate that.
Thank
You're welcome.
you.
Yeah. Thank you all, gold medalists. Okay. And I will see all of you in Vegas. Ian, thank you. Toys for Tots. Thank you. Dream Big Athletics. And again, my name is Jasmine. This is Semi Pro Live. We'll see you guys next week. We're going to be at the local in Seattle with Coach Ride and them other people down in Kent. So I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey, good night. Peace.